Hello, you guys. So, two things that I think are important. Before I tell those two short, one was a vision, one was a dream. I made a video about a security guard standing in a tunnel, in the doorway of a tunnel, when I was in Walmart, and I knew it was a tunnel. What I want to say is when they made the announcement for Kate and William's new baby, there was the guy who was announcing it, who's a total fraud. If you haven't heard, he's just an actor. And then there was a security guard or police officer standing in front of the door of the hospital while he was making the announcement. And it reminded me of the dream. Not only that, there was a reflection, I guess, of maybe the awning on the glass door, and it had a brick layout. And it reminded me of the dream because I could see in the dream, I could see cinder block, fresh cinder block, patterns on the wall. I think it was a cinder block pattern. What anything has to do with anything, I don't know. The fact that Kate came out in heels and her hair was did, supposedly the same day that she had that baby, I don't know. Is there some funny stuff going on in Britain? We do know. They have masons that take care of them. If you haven't, I've seen a video that kind of went viral. People from the Masonic Lodge take care of them. It's not regular people. So anyway, I just wanted to point that out. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything. I know William, I believe, owns the patent for the RFID chip. If it's not him, it's his brother. So when I think about the RFID chip, when I think about Walmart, I think about the Department of Defense and ultimately the New World Order. If it has anything to do with anything, I don't know, but that's what I saw in real life when they announced Kate and William's baby. On to the next thing. So that day or that night, I had a dream that I was in this place with this girl that I know, that I went to high school with, and I was kind of petty and friendly with her, and her ex-boyfriend was looking at me like as if because we weren't really friends, but he was looking at me as if like, how can two females be so friendly together? And I was, I could see either he said it or I saw the expression on his face or something in the dream as I walked past him. And not only her, but myself, and I knew there was a couple other people, I couldn't see them. We all had to go to the White House to hear the announcement of the baby name of Kate and William's baby in 2 days. In the dream, it was going to be 2 days, and in real life, it was 2 days as of the day I had the dream. And I just knew that we were all going to the White House to get, I knew my hair was kind of a mess in the dream. It wasn't washed. It was like all matted down, and I know that I knew that it was going to be some type of dinner or something glitzy and glamorous for us to be able to either watch or just sit in some type of theater simply to hear the announcement of Kate and William's baby. Now, I think the announcement of their baby's name is today. If that was 2 days ago, I don't know what the name of it is. Maybe it has something to do with this dream. But in real life, when the president of France, I guess that's what you call him, when the president of France came to the White House, they had a real glitzy, glamorous dinner for him and his wife. And not only that, there was so much satire about how they were so friendly and kissy. Trump and the president of France was so friendly and touchy-feely and basically holding hands. That's what the media wants to say. And so it reminded me of how friendly I was with the girl in the dream. But when I heard the news, when I was hearing the news and I was hearing, all the commentary about how things went when the president of France came, the immediate story after that was Trump is not going to pull out the Iran deal. And even though what they said was, even though I think France may have been trying to influence Donald Trump, that's what it sounded like to me in the news story, trying to persuade him, maybe, or trying to give him advice at least on the Iran deal and these tariffs that are being put on Iran. So I'm not sure if it really had anything too much to do with how friendly Trump was in real life. I think the dream was basically pointing me to this alliance with Iran, Turkey, and who is it, Russia? Speaking of Russia, on to the next thing. I had a closed-eye vision right before I went to sleep. I was kind of mad because I was trying to go to sleep. I have a display shelf in my house. Maybe I'll use it as the thumbnail. And on the third shelf up was a book or something that had Russia's name on it. And on the right of this display shelf, I seen 2 chairs like come up, not like elevate up. Why? I don't know. One was like a white picket fence looking chair. I said white picket fence. But one of those white wooden fences, white wooden chairs painted white, like a rocker chair style. But I don't think it was a rocker chair. And the other one, I don't know. But it wasn't white. I know that. Just 2 chairs lifting up on the right. One being white and wooden. Maybe that's symbolic. And on the left, my attention was drawn to a book with Russia on it. And in real life, I used to have, for Passover, I used to have a wooden sign thingy on that, and it said, "He is risen." But behind that, trying to hide the clutter, and I'm actually selling this clock today, there was a clock behind it. So I don't know if this is saying that Russia is about to come into power or do something, or it's time for Russia, being that on that display shelf in real life, I had a clock, and I also had a sign talking about Jesus, saying that he is risen. It just happened to be on that same shelf that I saw this book of Russia, this book with Russia written across it. It just happened to be on that same shelf. I don't know, you guys. It was just weird. I'll check comments here too. It's been a busy past 4 days, and just dealing with some family stuff. Okay, you guys. God bless y'all. I don't know what Russia. This seems like the second reminder or something of Russia I've had here just recently. Okay, you guys. God bless y'all, and I'll talk with you later.